Today is Friday, September 27th, and today's agricultural fact of the day is the pounds of feed, grain, forage, etc., that a dairy cow must eat in order to produce 100 pounds of milk has decreased by more than 40% on average over the last 40 years. This fact kind of tied in with the fact from yesterday, in that we are talking about efficiency changes and advancements in technology that have made these numbers possible. So sometimes I do get a little off topic when I do the class discussions before they get to the reflection for the agricultural fact of the day. And no two discussions are ever the exact same, because sometimes kids will ask questions which will prompt me to get up on another soapbox. The fact from yesterday was basically discussing how farmers make more today with less inputs. So this kind of is putting that on an individual basis when you're talking about a specific type of operation. So dairy cattle. Today in both classes, though, I did discuss things like efficiencies in feed production, whether it's not necessarily just GMOs, but also the selective breeding of these plants to create the varieties that we have today. And the same thing with cows. A good cow eats just as much as a bad cow. And I put that into perspective for them because most of these kids have never given that a thought. They aren't from dairy farms. They don't own cattle. There's only a couple in both of those classes that actually have cows at home. So not only did it give me the chance to bring up AI, artificial insemination, in the dairy industry to my 8th graders, we also talked about embryo transfer and what that difference looks like. Instead of buying this ridiculously priced bull, we can get access to his genetics for a fraction of the cost and drastically improve your next generation. Not only that, we have also become more efficient in the feeding process. Dairy cattle are fed a TMR. We go over what TMR is and how it gets figured out and how it's created by a nutritionist. So it does provide an opportunity for these kids to learn something that they otherwise probably never would have given a thought to. And that's pretty much it for the egg fact of the day. I don't want to bore you with like the intense conversation that I gave my kids earlier, but let's check some things out here. So my hydroponic system is starting to grow. I will show you that in a minute. I also got most of my banners hung up that my students have won. I'm only missing one, and I actually had to change this one on the end because that side is up too far. So I have to lower this side to be level with this side. Let's show the hydroponics. So the chives were the first to emerge. These little ones are finally coming out. I think this one is moldy. I don't know what the heck happened to this. It's curly parsley, but that does not look normal to me. If you're an expert in this, feel free to comment and let me know if that looks normal. It looks like the seed coating may perhaps have some stuff growing on it. But I do see a plant emerging in the bottom, so maybe the seeds do just look like that. Basil, more basil, more basil. They're working their way out. We're getting there. And Ellie came with me today. She was a terror today, though. Oh, what are you, so sleepy? Look at you. The kids wore you right out, huh? Oh, poor Ellie. You'll get a nap on the way home. So one thing I had not mentioned was the purchase of the concert tickets for the National FFA Convention students that I am taking. I do know that my students took some video footage of that because we happened to be here for our kindness event. So I had 3 kids on their laptops in addition to me being on my computer. And we actually ended up getting seats about 14 rows from the stage on the floor, and we all were so excited. If I ever get that video sent to me by one of those students, I may heavily edit it and then post it on here for you all to see. It was like, I kept telling them, It's the most intense time of an ag teacher's life. When these stupid tickets go on sale, it's insane. But we got really awesome seats, and of course, because it was a community event, there were people coming and going, and they saw the insanity and the excitement. We couldn't really contain it, so they probably think those FFA people are a little crazy. But anyway, that's it. It's way after the time that I should have left here, so I'm gonna cut this. We're done. I get to work bison tomorrow, so I pray that it won't rain excessively because I kind of need my laptop to like record things, and I don't need my laptop getting wet.